Hi, I'm Jennifer, the book cover designer for Design Flow and the founder of my design studio, Coral Antler. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a Pinterest board to begin brainstorming your book cover. This is an important first step because it gives you and your cover designer a strong visual starting point instead of guessing or trying to read your mind. You'll want to gather around 15 to 20 images that capture the style, mood, and energy that you want your book to express. We'll develop a clear visual direction for your book cover, whether you're designing it yourself, choosing a pre-made from my shop, or working with a one-on-one or any other designer that you may choose. This digital mood board acts as your energetic blueprint, capturing the style, tone, and emotional signature that you want your book to express into the world. It is the very first impression your readers will experience, even before they decide to pick up your book. So it's a pretty big deal. And a little side note, your book cover is one of the most important factors in driving digital sales, especially on Amazon. A little about me before we get started. I've been a professional designer for over 10 years, and before starting Coral Antler, I was an art director for a magazine. So I have a strong background in layout, typography, and visual storytelling. I also design and sell journals and books on Amazon, and I'm a newly published author, so I understand both the digital and publishing sides of this. That's from great experience. Okay, before we even open Pinterest, let's pause for a quick reflection. Ask yourself, what do I want someone to feel when they see my book? What words or moods describe the energy of my book? You don't need to overthink this. Just trust what naturally comes up, and your intuition already knows the vibe that is right for your book. If you can, visit a local bookstore and walk around and pick up books that immediately grab your attention. And just trust your first instincts. Notice what you're drawn to without analyzing it too much. Also, be really intentional about grabbing a few books from your genre and the kinds of titles or books that might sit beside your book on a shelf. So you're going to either take pictures of the covers or write down the name of the book because we're going to use those later in your Pinterest board. Then you're going to sit down with a notebook and ask, what about this cover is grabbing my attention? What feeling does it give me? Are there colors, fonts, or design elements that repeat? You can think of this as energetic research. You're simply just gathering little visual clues that can help capture the feeling and the energy that you want your book to give off. Okay, so now let's choose your direction. Here are some common design styles that can help ground your board into the clear intention. And so I put together some covers to give you some ideas. You can focus on just one style or blending two together. And these covers are just examples. They're not like an end all be all. Okay, peace and clarity would be something like soft, natural tones, clean layouts, and they would be ideal for wellness or mindful books. Esoteric and depth, celestial, rich jewel tones, sacred geometry, ideal for spirituality. Healing and grounded, botanical, earthy hues, neutral palettes, ideal for trauma healing or herbalism. Empowered and transformed, bold colors, dynamic imagery. This would be ideal for personal growth. Modern and elevated. This would be like sleek typography, minimalist layouts, ideal for business or leadership. Whimsical and light. This would be like hand drawn elements, playful fonts, ideal for creative memoirs or children's books. Feminine and intuitive would be like flowing type, watercolor gradients, moon phases. This would be ideal for like women's empowerment. Edgy and bold, sharp contrast, saturated colors. This would be ideal for activism or raw memoirs. This one always reminds me of Aries energy. So you could just pick one or two styles that feel aligned and write it down to guide your penning. Okay, before we start penning, let's take a second to really connect with your book. You can close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let's set a little intention. Higher self, help me find the colors, images, and styles that match the heart and soul of my book. Help me choose visuals that make my future reader feel exactly what I want them to feel when they see my book for the first time. Guide my hands, let it be easy, and let it be clear. When you open your eyes and you start pinning, you just trust whatever you're drawn to. It does not have to be perfect. You're building a feeling, not just a board. Okay, finally, the Pinterest. Let's walk through setting up your Pinterest board together. Okay, to make your board, you're going to click on any of the pins in your home feed, and you're going to go to the drop down arrow, and you're going to scroll down to create board, and then you're going to name your board something like your book cover mood board, and then you're going to hit the toggle secret board, and then hit create. And that is how you create your board. And then you're going to go to hit your profile icon over here, go to saved. And then when you scroll down, it should be the first cover. If you don't have any, it will be the only board. But if you have other ones, it should be the first one. So you click that, and then it will take you to your mood board. And we can delete this pen just because it was the random one to create the board. To do that, you just hit the edit icon, and then you can hit delete. And so now you are ready to start pinning. I've already made a sample board to walk you through what this can look like. This is the board I created for my own upcoming project, a shadow work journal that I'm designing and publishing on Amazon. You can see how I chose images that capture the overall mood, tone, and energy that I want the book to hold, which has a moody vibe, and how everything just feels connected and intentional. So when you're pinning, here's the kind of stuff that I want you to look for. Fonts and type styles that you love, anything that feels like it matches the energy of your book, color palettes that feel aligned with the feeling that you want to create, book covers that inspire you. This is a great time to search for the covers you like at the bookstore, and you can search for them on Pinterest, and their covers should pop up, and then you can add those to your board here. Symbols, textures, and any visual elements that match the vibe that you're going for. Interior book layouts. If you see formatting or designs that you love, you can save that too. And even things like branding boards, photography, artwork, anything that captures the overall mood that you want your book to hold. When you're searching, try typing your keyword like botanical design or moody fonts and add the word inspo at the end. That's a little trick that usually pulls up a lot more creative results to pin from. Some tips while you're pinning: stay focused on your book's message. If any image feels off or random, just skip it. Try to keep your board visually cohesive, like it all belongs together. You can always go back and do a second or third look through to delete pens that feel off topic or refine the style more. As you keep pinning, notice if you start seeing patterns like certain colors, styles, graphics, like butterflies or circles or types of imagery that shows up a lot. That's your intuition showing you what your book is asking for. Take your time here. This is supposed to be the fun part, like you're building a little visual world for your book to live inside of. This Pinterest board is going to act like your visual compass throughout the entire design process. Whenever you or your designer need to make a decision about the look and feel of your cover or your book interiors, you'll be able to come back to this board for direction. It keeps your vision clear and focused instead of guessing. You'll have a strong foundation to guide every creative choice. And if you're working with a cover designer, it makes the collaboration so much smoother because they'll be able to see and feel the energy that you're trying to capture instead of just relying on words to describe it. In the next video, we'll explore how to choose between a pre-made and a custom cover and help you find the best fit for your timeline, your budget, and your vision. I will see you there.